Hey, it's been a long time in the making, but this is the first of the Hudson Falcons Storyteller series here. Got a few of these I'm going to be doing over the next few days. This first one is for Blake out in Des Moines. I feel so bad it's taking so long to do this, but here we go. Song The Right Way, and the Falcon I recorded on my solo acoustic record back in, I guess that was late '02, and then the Falcons put on a La Familia record, full band, which came out the early 2004. Story of it goes, I was having a particularly tough day, and I was driving in Hackensack, New Jersey, and I was in the corner of Essex and I think it was Summit. I'm not sure. Doesn't really make that much of a difference because you probably don't know the area. Things were real bad, and all of a sudden on WFUV, which is a college radio station from Fordham University out of the Bronx, which is a great station, has been for years, the song Windfall by the band Sunvolt came on. Now, I was turned on to that song in a strange way. I was playing a record store. The band played a record store a lot in Oklahoma City called Music Dimensions. And Jim, the owner, one of the coolest freaking people ever. There was one day he hooked me up. He knew I was a Steve Earle fan. He had this really cool Steve Earle bootleg that he gave me. So, that's cool, thanks. You know, just on the road, you listen to a lot of stuff. And on it was, he said, I'd like to bring up Jay Farrar. And I mean, I knew who Uncle Tupelo was, and I kind of knew who Sunvolt was at the time, but not, I wasn't fans or wasn't into the music. And this version, Steve Earle's version of the song, blew me away with Jay Farrar singing with him. So the song, I knew the song, and it meant a lot to me. There's some real good lines in it that inspired me. And again, I said I was in the middle of a terrible day. Things were real bad, and and long-term stuff. I mean, there's always, as you guys know, I've been on the road a long time. And I love doing it, and there's no regrets on doing it. But sometimes when you can't get through the day financially or whatever, you second guess things, and then you hear something that makes it all okay. And this is one of those moments. So let me play that song for you first. So here we go. Song Windfall by Sunvolt. Now and then it keeps you running, never seems to die. Just feel the fear, not enough, living on the outside. Never seem to get far enough, staying in between the lines. So the wind, the wind took my trouble away, and it turned on the radio station, and it sounded like heaven, and it got me through, and helped a lot. So that night, it was a rest area on a New York thruway up in Plaquemine, New York. It was about where we're living, maybe like 45 minutes to an hour from where I live. And it was one of those service areas. It wasn't like, like the rest area in Ohio where I write. It was, inside they had like Roy Rogers fast food and Burger King and that kind of thing. But they had a little picnic benches outside. So I would sit there. I wrote part of drinking with the band there. Wrote part of Different Breed there, part of All to the Open Road. It was a good place to write, and later on I wrote a lot of Side of the Highway there that was on the solo record. And it's one of those times. I wrote almost a full thing in one night, which doesn't happen too often, I'm not one of those prolific guys who just write and put, I mean, we used to tour with GC5 a lot. Doug McKean is one of the greatest songwriters of our time. It always blew my mind, like he could just sit in the corner and just, I wrote a song. It's like, and the song's amazing, like every time. It was really weird like that. But I generally don't write stuff in one sitting. It's been a few and far between. So I wrote it, and I wanted to kind of convey the same feeling, speakers to testify to the speakers on the radio, and that was the Sun Vault song that I heard. And for this song, I don't have a lot of stuff for it, but if you can, we're gonna pull this out over here. I don't know how to do this with slides or anything like that, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna show this real quick here. How this works. I gotta switch this around. Yeah, switching. It's not switching. Why isn't it switching? Come on, other way. Okay, it doesn't switch around. I can't defeat. No, I can. Okay, that didn't work. I was trying to show you the songbook here, so maybe I'll try to do it like this. It's going to be all backwards and stuff, but I don't know. But this is where I wrote it. See on top there, it says 4/16/02, or it's probably backwards, Plaquemine Rest Area. And underneath it, it says New York 299 College Diner in New Paltz, New York. And those are the two places I wrote it. I finished it up at the diner. I don't know if I ate anything. Probably ate a hamburger. That's what you do at a diner, eat burgers. But the one line I didn't have originally was the part of the chorus. Hold on, let me get this back here. It says, the lines are kind of all over the place with the song, but there aren't many of us left. Let's take our chances. Hearts wild in the night, free souls dancing. And I remember specifically, I was in my bedroom at Maywood, New Jersey, and that's where I changed that line. And the thing I always had in my head was "Birds on the Wire," which doesn't fit with the song. But I put hearts on the wires, and that's how that goes. That's how the song was written. We played it a lot over the years. Haven't played it as much the last several years. The riff is kind of similar to another song I wrote, and when I played them both in the same set, I got confused. But that's pretty much the story of The Right Way. I put it, both that and Windfall on the solo acoustic record, and one, as I said, one influenced the other real strongly. So I'm going to play The Right Way for you. Thank you for the request of me doing this. Sorry it took so long to get it done, but I hope you like it, and I hope you like the little story behind it. Because the song means a lot to me. Again, it was at a point of despair that I wrote it. So that's the thing about music, helps get you through some times. And you know, sometimes it helps to write stuff down. And if, you know, I'm going through bad stuff. If I write some things like it helps get it off my chest and helps kind of cleanse my soul. So hopefully that was the case with this. I think it was, and I'm glad the song means something to you because it means a lot to me. So here we go, doing things the right way. I don't have a sip of beverage here. It's a Samuel Adams. I normally drink High Life, which is the champagne beers, but I don't have that. So I got Samuel Adams. It's a summer ale. It's good. It's nice. It's freaking 80 degrees in the beginning of May. It's going to be in the 40s tomorrow. So taking advantage of this weather here. That's what I'm called the right way. Sometimes I go out driving. Most of the time I know where to go. 32 years old, still running from the light. It's time to go back home. 7 years it sounds so good sometimes. Won't need that much of a hope. And there's a spark of salvation justified. Speakers on the radio. Easy to work with integrity while the righteous road is barren and hard. There's some good friends there on the shoulder when they went down to fight with a broken heart. Doing things the right way. Only way to look back on your life is to make sure you ain't got no regrets. Never take the easy way out, never compromise. Mind your heart, forget your head. Never said how your brothers and sisters. Never say yourself out of short. Man, attack part of the family, go to the mattress. This time is a war. Many think that they're part of the family, but they're not. You gotta stay on guard. Always letting your brothers and sisters with common blood share an uncommon heart. Doing things the right way. The harder it gets, the more that's worth, the more runs to fight. Blood more pure, the more you get to the job gets tough. You feel the night be a fighter and a lover. Many of us left gotta take our chances. Hearts on the wire, sweet souls dancing. All bets are off when judgment day comes. You're still standing. You fucking won. Doing things the right way. The harder it gets, the more that's worth, the more rush to fight. Blood more pure, the more you kick, your resolve gets tougher. To feel the night, be a fighter and a lover. Many of us left gotta take our chances. Hearts on the wire, sweet soul dancing. All bets are off when judgment day comes. You're still standing. You fucking won. Doing things the right way. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you soon. Take care.